I am here with elite linebacker Noah Mikhail on the 5-Star Flex. Welcome to the 5-Star Flex, where being a 5-star isn't just a ranking, it's a mentality. I'm your host, Phillip Dukes, aka Dukes D Scoop. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Dukes D Scoop, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Noah Mikhail, one of the top most athletic linebackers in the entire country. Noah, what's going on?
What's up, Duke? Appreciate you having me out and appreciate that little word.
No, for sure, man. Man, what's it like getting all the attention you've been getting, man? Like every school in the country is trying to get a visit or get you on the phone. What's all the attention been like?
Yeah, man, it's been crazy, but it's always a blessing. So, I look at it as a blessing, and that's kind of how I go about it.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Laverne, California.
Is that like Southern California or Northern?
Yeah, it's SoCal. It's about 20 minutes from Pasadena. So,
Okay. So what was it like growing up there? Like, just tell me a little bit about your upbringing and what it was like.
yeah, so it's a funny story. My dad's actually from Egypt.
Okay.
So he was born and raised there. And my mom's from SoCal, but my dad's down from Egypt, and he came here when he was about 15 years old. So
Okay.
his grandparents got up the Christian family, so it's kind of minority down in Egypt, but took a chance, came to the States, and ended up in SoCal, where a lot of his family ended up coming down too.
Okay.
So a lot of my growing up, it was he was doing good, but a lot of the family was from Egypt.
Right.
So it was kind of cool growing up with that culture and that background, um, knowing that my grandparents, took the chance, left some good jobs, took the chance, and wanted to give their grandsons and granddaughters and their sons and daughters a better life. So that was pretty cool. Growing up in Laverne, it's been great. My parents blessed me with me and my brother everything we needed to be great. So
Okay. So do you ever think about ever going back to Egypt?
I do. My dad wants to take me back. We gotta wait a little bit. So, but
Right.
when we find time, we're gonna for sure get back up there.
How'd you get into playing football?
So my dad actually came when he got here. He started playing football.
Okay.
He played left guard,
Oh
but
wow.
he actually went to the Packers for a year and then played in Germany too.
Oh wow.
So it kind of it came into the family, and then my brother started playing, and I was about 4.5 when I started playing. So it kind
Okay.
of just was running through the family, and I fell in love with the game. I've been playing for like 13 years now. So
Oh wow. Would you
yeah,
when did you know you were kind of special on the field?
yeah. I think going into my freshman year, I had a pretty obviously eighth grade was COVID, but I had a good year. We were playing. I was playing with the OG Ducks, so I was able to still play a whole season. I was blessed with that, but kind of had it going. I wanted to go play with my brother one year in high school. He was a senior. I was going to be a freshman, so I asked the coach. I was like, you know, I want to come compete on varsity. I want to play freshman, and he gave me the opportunity, and I ran with that. Didn't look back, and I think it was my fifth game of my freshman year. A few schools came to the game. I balled out. I had like 2 touchdowns, uh, a few tackles, and that's when I got my first offer, and everything started rolling. I was like, okay, I could take this to the next level.
Okay. So you got great speed, especially at your size. Like what made you kind of commit to defense instead of offense?
Yeah, so I've played both ways my whole life, but I've always loved hitting someone. So that's just been part of me. I've always loved laying the boom on someone, and I feel like a lot goes into being a linebacker more than people realize. You gotta be able to do everything. You gotta be able to command the team, command the defense, especially you're the quarterback of the defense. So you got to know what everybody's doing. You got to be able to guard people. You got to be able to blitz. You got to be able to fill gaps. So, I really just fell in love with playing linebacker and getting to do everything.
Mm. Talk about a lesson that you may have learned off the field that's helped you on the field. I don't care where it came from. just a lesson that you learned from somebody that wasn't talking about football that you've been able to use on the football field?
Yeah. So I think I lesson off the field. I mean, it don't exactly regard to football, but when I was growing up, my mom and dad would tell me like, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart.
Mm.
Whether that's on the field, off the field, and I know that's in the Bible too, and I'm a big believer. So, um, I've always believed that whatever I do on and off the field, I have to work at it with all my heart and kind of just whatever the Lord's given me, take it and kind of run with it and not waste it. So I think
Right.
just how I've applied that to football is like no one's gonna outwork me. No one's gonna be better than me. Like
Right.
straight up,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the best, and I'm gonna do everything I can to put myself in that position. So
If you're not playing football, what are you usually doing?
shoot, nowadays I golf.
Okay. Yeah.
I golf. So I started getting into a little bit of golf, and I used to be a hooper.
Okay.
I probably would be hooping if I didn't play football, but yeah, I mean nowadays it's really just chilling. There's a lot to do in Cali, so golfing, hanging out with my friends. So
You travel a lot?
I do. So I've been traveling ever since I was 3 months old.
Okay.
My dad's job.
What's your favorite place? My bad. Go ahead. Say it again.
My dad's job's a lot of travel, so we actually moved to New Jersey for like 7 months when I was younger.
Okay. What's your favorite place to visit?
Shoot, favorite place I've been is probably Turks and Caicos.
Man, I thought you was gonna say Miami. This boy said Turks. Okay.
Yep.
My boy is not basic. Yeah, that's right.
Nah, that was real nice.
All right, so let's take athletics, football, golf, anything, basketball. Take all of that away. All right. In your court, without being an athlete, how would you describe yourself?
Outside of being an athlete, I think I'd describe myself as I would say I'm a good friend. I try to be nice. I try to be nice to everyone, regardless of the situation. Always trying to make people feel good about themselves. Always trying to brighten someone's day, because ultimately that's what it's all about. And always been good in academics too.
Okay.
My parents always stress that. So
Yeah.
I think those are some of the things outside of football that I take real serious.
Have you given any thought to what your major will be when you go to college?
Yeah, so I'm thinking something in business.
Okay.
With a side, I want to get my real estate license as well.
Nice.
So I'm thinking something down that path.
All right. Whatever school you end up signing with, tell that fan base what they're getting when they get Noah Mikhail.
They're getting the best linebacker.
Let's go. Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
They're getting
we ain't got to cap you down. We ain't got to worry about it. You're getting the best.
You're getting the best. You're getting the hardest worker. No one's outworking me. Right. No one's going to be better than me. Right. Straight up.
Okay. All right. So look, you got 3 official visits already scheduled, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name a school, and you tell me if you did commit to that school, why you would commit to that school. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's start with USC.
Okay. So USC, there's a few things about USC. Obviously it's close to home, so it's easy for the fam to get to.
Right.
They have Coach Lynn just came in, NFL-minded defensive coordinator. I know Matt Entz is a great coach. He's developed a lot of great players. So I think between that NFL scheme, my ultimate goal is getting to the league. So being in that type of scheme helps a lot.
All right. What about Texas A&M?
Yeah, so Coach Elko, he's defensive-minded head coach, which is huge.
Right.
Coach Bateman, linebackers coach, DC, he's real smart, real great dude, and you're playing in the SEC. I mean, Don't get much better than that. They're changing that culture around for real.
Okay. And last but not least, Oregon.
Oregon, same thing. Defensive-minded head coach, Coach Lanning. He's a great coach. Coach Lapoy, he was in the league for a little bit, so they got that NFL style to them. And I think that I like the competitiveness of Oregon.
Okay.
They're always going to be good. They're always going to be competing at the highest level. So,
can you think of one quote from any head coach? I don't care if it's a coach that you may go to, or a coach that's in your top 3 or your unofficial top 3. Can you name a quote from a coach that just stood out to you? And you don't even have to name the coach. If you want to, you can. But just
I'll keep it anonymous. But he told me, to be great, you're going to be great somewhere. You got to be fully there. So you can't be partially there. You got to be fully into wherever you are. And I think that kind of stuck with me. It's like, let's go do it. Like,
yeah,
we're going to be great wherever we are, and we're going to make the team better. We got to be fully into it.
Man, you got to be where your feet are.
Exactly.
Now, I love that. Noah, where can everybody find you on social media?
So on Instagram, hey, let me pull it up. My name changed so much. It's Noah Mikhail _3.
Okay.
So that's.
And what about Twitter X?
On Twitter, it's I believe it's Noah Mikhail 3.
Okay. Man, Noah, thank you so much for your time. I know you're on the West Coast, and I appreciate you locking in with us. And look, when you come off of the official visits. Matter of fact, a better question is, when are you looking to have a decision made?
So I'm thinking about late June, early July.
Okay. All right. So when you get finished with the OVs, then you got to come back so we can chop it up.
For sure.
All right. All right, Noah. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.